while Argentinians are celebrating the election of a new president, you know what the Americans are celebrating? Joe Biden turned 81.
Woo, he made it! He made it!
Does he know?
Check out the photograph of his birthday cake. This is quite the birthday cake.
Bloody hell.
I'm honestly not sure. Is it a birthday cake or is it hell coming up to meet
I
him?
think they flambéed that thing.
At the White House.
They poured the brandy over the top and set it on fire.
You know what it is? That's his economic policy right there. 54% of Americans recently polled said they feared Joe Biden was too old to carry on as president. 64% said they were concerned or somewhat concerned at both his physical condition and his mental state. I can't imagine why.
And I love your ears. I love them. They're really cool. What's your name?
Catherine.
Catherine, what a beautiful name. That's my mommy's name. Well, nice to see. How old are you, 17? 6.
Now, as a one-off, maybe it's all right, but Caleb, we could show example after example of these.
I can't get over. How old are you? 17? No, I'm 6. I mean, mate, we know he's a bit deficient in the mental department, but should have gone to Specsavers, buddy. If you can't tell the difference between a 17-year-old and a 6-year-old, something is seriously weird. And he stayed on this weird tack at this event. This is a Thanksgiving event. He stayed on this weird tack about kids, saying, how much he loves kids and he loves spending time with kids. But we learnt something from him. Kids aren't human.
And by the way, I like kids better than people. I wish I could stay and watch Wonka with you, but I'm not going to get to do that.
Oh, I mean, poor Biden can't stick around and watch Willy Wonka, but he likes kids more than people. Kids aren't
All
people.
the kids
It's
are like,
confirmed.
thank God he can't stay
Keep
and
the
watch
man
Wonka
away
with
from
us.
me.
Getting weird vibes from this old dude. Seriously. There are literal mega grabs if you go online of him just weirding kids out.
Yeah.
Stroking their hair, whispering in their ear, sniffing their heads, hands on shoulders. And these kids' faces, because kids are like animals, right? They pick up on weird vibes.
Well, they
I don't
are
need to know
animals, according
anything
to him.
about
They're
you.
not
I
people.
can sense it in the force. It just seems to be something that's been going on for a very long time now, and more people are cottoning on to this fact that he's not only short of a sandwich in, what is the saying? Short of
It's a kangaroo short in the top paddock.
Anyway, this had to take the laugh because all these videos are just over the course of a few days, certainly within the same week. Here he is at obviously a very official event. Watch this, right? He picks his nose. He drops the contents of said nose. He's pointing it out to them saying, don't stand on it. Don't stand on it. And then someone comes and stands on it and he looks at them like, what are you doing? I just said not to stand there because I dropped some snot. I kid you not. This is now what the world press is capturing of the leader of the free world, the commander-in-chief.
The dude doesn't even look like he knows where he is. I mean, for all we know, he's pointing at the little spaceman he can see down. He just looks completely zoned out.
Well, I mean, he's surrounded by world leaders. This is the man we're counting on to keep the world out of World War III, and he's busy trying to find where his snot landed. But don't worry, everything is going to be fine, according to the White House spokesperson. She says there's no one with the stamina or the wisdom as Joe Biden.
God.
I would put the president's stamina, president's wisdom, ability to get this done on behalf of the American people against anyone on any day of the week.
Well, let's have a look at some of that stamina. Here's Joe Biden at a memorial service for fire victims in Maui. Take a look at his stamina.
Who left with nothing. They too were given clothes, food, and shelter by someone they may have never met before. We are a community that relies on family.
Stamina. He's falling asleep in the middle of a memorial service. He's the president of the United States.
There's nothing he hasn't slept through at this point. I mean, he nods off. He belongs in a retiree home. Sometimes you oscillate between feeling sorry for the guy and just outraged that the Democrats have done this to the country. But here's the thing, watching Jean-Pierre there, they know they're lying. They know that we know they're lying, and they just continue to lie. Like, absolutely everybody knows now, worldwide, this guy's not up to the job. And yet you get lines like that from his press secretary as if anyone believes her.
What's that old adage? If you're going to tell a lie, don't tell a small one, tell a massive one. And that's what they do day after day.
To be fair, we didn't hear the question she was asked beforehand, which is, you know, I would think of no one better to be able to carry this through. I mean, she may well have been asked, Karine Jean-Pierre, whether, you know, President Biden was the best at taking naps in the world. And that answer would be 100%. Is there anyone better at forgetting where they are or what they're about to say or how to pronounce the names of their colleagues? You know, remember he called Pete Buttigieg Senator Booty Juice, right? He is the best in the world at that stuff.